Hello, I thought I'd tell you that there were a couple audio bugs. Don't know why, don't know how. I'm just sorry, it's a bit crunchy, but the rest of the content is great.
Right, welcome to a slightly different episode of the podcast today. We're bringing you an interview with one of Strode College's pioneering musicians, Tristan Hill. I'm also joined by Fred Blair, a friend and associate of Tristan. So, Tristan, you've got a new album in the making.
I do.
What inspired you to do that?
What inspired me to do that? I'd wanted to do something quite big musically for a little while, and I needed an excuse to do it and to give myself a bit of a deadline as well to actually motivate me to do it as well. But I suppose, I don't know, maybe I have a lot to talk about.
That's good.
Maybe I've a lot on my mind or a lot that I'm feeling. So, and harnessing that for a good, in a good way, like, and trying to make something out of it, to maybe see if other people relate to it or something like that is a good way of, I don't know, expression, I find.
I've always said that because I think music is the best way of communicating with other people.
Yeah, exactly.
Some people it's the only way they communicate.
Yeah.
I've heard of. I think some people see music as that's their outlet.
Right.
They might not be the most confident of people, but
Sure.
start playing an instrument and that's them.
I mean, even if they're not necessarily like typically talented. Or,
yeah. No, exactly.
I find.
I'm a good example.
Yeah, so am I though. To be fair, I find that a lot. So, like, if you have your own way of doing things, and I think people notice that.
Yeah.
Right. It doesn't necessarily matter how talented you are, but if you make something that's distinct and people can relate to it, like, especially if it's like I don't know, a bit more like emotional, a bit more sensitive.
Yeah. No, 100%. Yeah.
So yeah, that's
absolutely
sort of what I'm going for, I suppose.
Cool. So, what sort of genre is this? What sort of music could people expect from it?
I'd say alternative, like alternative rock,
nice.
Kind of
indie.
In a way, maybe a little bit more experimental if I can try and
good.
Mess with it a little
I like
bit,
the sound of that. Yeah,
for sure.
That's good.
But yeah, I'd like moving forward. If I'm gonna make anything else, I don't want to be boxed in, so I'm just gonna try and make whatever I can make. Really.
Yeah, totally, absolutely. I think being creatively adventurous is the key, because I find that some musicians they make like one really good album or something, and then afterwards, no one's really too bothered because they never dared to do anything different.
Yeah, exactly.
And they know what to expect. When you keep them guessing, when you stay creative, I think that's
for sure.
That's amazing. So have you? Sorry, go on.
No, you go on.
Thank you, very polite. Have you had any outside help with the album? Has anyone else from college assisted you in making it?
Yeah, so shout out those people. So I suppose I want to say Jack Busby mainly, and Fred Blair.
Fred Blair.
Fred Blair is kind of
equally legendary.
You've been my rock, mate. I'm joking, but Jack Busby, Jack Busby for sure, and my friends Alex, my friend Jan, they've helped out like a great deal. So I can't thank them enough for that. Like whether it's recording or setting things up or actually playing something on the album, they've contributed so much. One of my best mates, Harry, as well from Paul, because my mum lives in Paul basically, so okay. I go there every other week. I went to school with him. He plays the guitar and he's an incredible guitarist. So I got to see him this weekend, and he's been out of isolation for COVID for a good 3 days. That. So I think I was the first person that he saw outside of his household, really. And he just we met up one day. We've never actually recorded that much anymore. We've only played like band stuff when we were at school because we didn't really take it as seriously. So it was quite cool to actually take something seriously with him and to see him put so much into it in one day as well. So I was kind of taken aback by that, and the end product is something I'm really happy with.
It's brilliant.
Hopefully, with a couple of extra songs that I'm going to write for the album that I haven't written yet or haven't recorded yet, I'm gonna maybe enlist him if I can, if I have any of the time as well. So yeah, but honestly, like people that have collaborated with me on this, like I can't thank you enough, and I think I'm gonna do like a special thanks section at the end of the record if I can.
Yeah, sounds lovely.
Well.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I think it's amazing you got so many people involved, because it's difficult to kind of sometimes get people on board.
Yeah, exactly. I think I like the idea of really being able to articulate what I want to say and kind of the picture I'm sort of trying to paint. I'm sure you can relate as well, but I also like because again, I don't have all the tools all the time, and I like presenting that idea to other people and letting them put their own spin on it, or kind of run with it, or see them get excited about it, or see if they're interested and see what they can, like, if they can manipulate that in any kind of way, and to add to the song, or to the project, or whatever we're working on, or the production.
Yeah.
So in a way, it's I would say a lot of the songs have, like, very fundamentally come from me, but like just the help that I've had, and I think that's what's going to make a lot of the songs on here. So again, like, big thanks to those people. Honestly, I can't thank them enough. So
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Because has the man next to you, Fred Blair, assisted in
There
any
he
way?
is.
Yeah, I'm his manager, aren't I?
Oh, don't.
Is that what you are? Is that
Yeah, manager.
is that
More
why you're
like-
always together? Do you
yeah,
have to like
I'm just manager.
assess everything
Yeah.
he does?
Manager, bodyguard.
Another?
What do you-
Yeah.
No, he's
Not officially.
You're my emotional manager. I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And also your music.
Emotional
manager.
roadie, like, because I have so much
that's good.
baggage. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
I think I understand.
Goes both ways, mate.
Yeah. A little bit. but
Technically, we're all musically involved because we are all
there we go.
in a band.
We've got a project.
Yes.
Yeah, we're in a
Yes,
band.
Little surprise.
We haven't had a proper rehearsal yet, have we? But
No,
we're hoping to get
not
one done
But
at some point.
when we do make something, I'm very confident it's gonna.
Yeah,
it's gonna
yeah, because you've heard
go
the
really
demos,
well.
haven't you?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
one or
I've-
two
I've heard
anyway,
a few
yeah.
of them. Yeah, and I'd love to play on them.
That's
honestly.
good.
I'm really looking forward to it. Playing the
Fantastic.
drums and that as well. So
Yeah,
that'll be fun.
Multi instrumentalist.
absolutely.
Instrumentalist, rather.
That's a stretch, but yeah, sure. If you want to call it that.
Yeah, I could say I'm a multi-instrumentalist, but I mean, I played violin when I was 6.
Yeah.
Never did that again.
There you go.
If I
But
pick one up now, you couldn't play it.
no.
No.
Do like what, a Sonic Youth kind of thing?
Maybe.
Just like make noises on it
Well,
and put it through like some like machine, and
we'll
it'll make
see.
something.
maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's really great. I think it's great you've got an actual good story behind it, and you know, you're not just making music for the. Obviously, you know, making music, that's a lot of fun. You know,
Yeah,
that's a good
sure.
thing to do. But it feels like there's a lot of meaning behind this, and it feels like this meant a lot to you. You were very emotionally involved
Thank
in
you.
it.
Yeah,
So-
that's what I'd like. I mean, the main takeaway from it would be, at least if it's only just one person, I think, whether they're a friend or someone that I don't even know, you know, like, if any part of this album, what I make, can connect with someone in some kind of way, or they can relate to it in any sort of way, then I think that will do it for me. Like that, my goal in the first place was to try and like make something that someone could make for themselves, or like, you know, kind of keep for themselves in a way, or
Yeah.
or you know, it can you know, really like relate to an individual
Yeah.
aspect of themselves. So that's something I would be really proud of if I could ever hear anything like that,
Yeah.
any kind of story like that. So yeah.
I think that's fantastic wanting to reach out, because I mean, I said a similar thing not too long ago actually about stuff I make, but I mean, it really does. I think you can make something that can speak levels to the right person, and
Yeah,
that's
absolutely
vital, absolutely vital. Because I think a lot of music for me, I don't know, maybe I'm being a bit old fashioned, but I feel like a lot of the soul's gone. I feel like a lot of ideas aren't that original.
Right.
I feel like a lot of it is quite overproduced,
Mhm.
quite, you know, feels like a brand or marketing. But you know, sometimes you get glimpses of real good music
What,
in the
like,
modern day.
in a way, some kind of authenticity. I'm not saying like people who produce on FL Studio, which is music speak, or like people or people who make a lot of sequence music, which I'd like to try. Actually, that's something that I want to do as I
Yeah,
move forward, just depending on the response I get from this. Because again, like I said, I don't really want to get boxed in, and I just want to make things that sound good to me, that I would listen to regardless of genre.
and that's
And-
perfect.
And
Yeah,
you know, it get in a kind of way that I suppose that could speak to a variety of different people. But yeah, no, I definitely agree with that for sure.
brilliant.
Maybe some of the you know, like some of the motives behind making music kind of get lost a little bit, or
That's
like
what I'm
some of the-
saying. Yeah, that's my thing.
definitely.
Yeah,
Depending on the genre as well. But no, I think that like creative drive or intuition maybe, or like, you know, feeling the need to be creative, or just
100%.
to make things in general. That could be technical, or that could be like physical, or
100%. Yeah,
you know, an industrial thing. I really like the idea of people as well, like trying to reach out to, well, in a way I kind of want this to really speak to young people, especially in the local area as well. I really like it when musicians in a way kind of sorry, they kind of champion their local area a little bit.
Yeah,
and try
yeah.
and make it a little bit
Hometown
of
hero,
a
yeah.
local thing in a way. Like new artists, I suppose, like Sam Fender do that. But like if we're talking like from the southwest, I suppose you got like what Portishead, like
Not as many in this area.
no,
but,
no,
that's
I
where you
like-
come in.
I think Idols, especially at the moment.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I think the big one for me is PJ Harvey. I think she's incredible. She's
Yeah.
awesome. Like she's from just outside Yeovil as well, and I never knew that until I read that maybe 2-3 months ago. Her music's phenomenal. Like I read something as well. She's won the Mercury Prize, I want to say 2 or 3 times as well.
That's
so
big.
I
That's very big.
Yeah, exactly. So I was thinking like if someone else from the local area, whether it's like our own Alfie Galpin or something as well, shout out Alfie who's on our course. Like he makes incredible music. If he was to go and like replicate a feat like that, I'm pretty sure Yeovil will be up there with like the most like logistically like
Make a name for itself. Yeah,
geographically the most Mercury Prizes I would like outside of London maybe. So
Yeah.
that'd be awesome.
that's
Mind
good.
control.
Again, like I said, I want this to really be something for people in the local area, and I just want to get it as big as I can, whether that's just in college or if that's as far out as Glastonbury or as far out as Yeovil or as far out as even maybe Bristol.
Or beyond. You don't know where this is going.
I'm gonna put it out there, and I'll see if other people want to take it any further. That's what it's about, really.
I think that's fantastic.
I'm doing it
absolutely.
because I want to do it. And
That's it.
I love doing it. So
Brilliant. Yeah, 'cause you want to enjoy what you're doing, especially when it's creative, and you can tell. You can always tell. But did you get any inspiration? Was there any? Did you hear anything or read anything that made you feel that bit more inspired, or is there any sort of instrumental influence in this album?
Instrumental influence, I would say I'm influenced a lot by music technology. I don't want to get all nerdy because I'm a bit of a nerd, I suppose. Like I like old formats of making music. So like you look at music like musicians at the moment, like Matt DeMarco, people like that,
Oh yeah,
recording on like reel-to-reel tape machines and things like that. I bought a 8-track reel-to-reel tape machine, which I can't figure out yet because it's broken. Like you're looking at like 90s hip hop producers as well, like DJ Premier, like Dr. Dre, even Jay Dilla, people like that making music just solely from sampling. Madlib, like
Oh,
Madlib,
yeah.
awesome album.
that's awesome.
Like using Akai samplers and things like that. I've got like a newer one at home. I haven't really been able to use it yet, but I've got so many cool like resources and things like that I really want to dive into when pursuing like future musical and creative endeavors. And I just want to make as much as I can using as much as I can, really.
That's very good, because I think some people frown upon the older ways because they don't like, I don't know, the tape hiss or something.
Yeah, maybe.
But I find that
Or the,
before it's been remastered, I
Mhm.
think that's when they're best.
the purest form.
Sometimes they remaster the old stuff, don't they? Like I listened to a Kate Bush record the other
Mhm.
day, and it would have been like remastered and whatever.
Exactly.
I thought the old one sounded better.
It's like Duster as well.
Yeah.
Had you ever been on Duster's Instagram account or anything like
Not yet, no.
that? No. Okay. Like his living room was just full of like valve processors and like compressors and things like that, all like very, very nerdy musical equipment. And then you listen to their music,
Yeah,
and it sounds like it was made in like a dustbin with like an old like
but really
like
good
an
dustbin.
old exactly an old tape recorder. It sounds really cool.
That's very cool.
But yeah, sure.
Nice, yeah. So like, I mean, we talk about making a name for the album locally. If you had like, if there was a specific goal you had for this album,
Mhm.
let's say commercially, what would you really want it to achieve? What would you really want to nail on the head with this?
If I could ever get it to a success rate where I'd be able to print it physically or like to distribute it physically, that would be awesome. That'd be like pie in the sky kind of thing. for me at the moment. But I was talking to my dad about it, potentially starting a crowdfund. Potentially, I'm not sure how I feel about it yet, but should stop saying potentially. I'm thinking about maybe doing a crowdfund to fund printing a certain amount of copies of vinyl records.
Records are a good way to go.
Yeah, for sure. And just mainly for me, exactly.
Yeah.
'Cause me and Fred, like we both listen to records. We both collect.
Have you seen
buy
his
records.
collection?
Nice.
It's
Massive.
mental,
It's
isn't it?
insane.
Yeah, I know.
Did I tell you about that collection that I got from my Auntie Karen? You actually know
Yeah.
you came, didn't you? You gave loads of them to your dad.
Yeah, I got a few for my dad, innit?
What did he reckon?
Yeah, he liked it. He appreciated the sentiment.
Has he listened to any of them yet?
No, not yet.
All
His,
right.
his record player's currently in his son's bedroom.
Out of
'cause-
commission.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
no.
mine's broken.
So you've taken all his stuff, haven't you? All his instruments and everything.
Pretty much, yeah.
But you make good
part
use of
received
them.
it?
Yeah.
But no, if I could have that physical form, just like on 12 inches of vinyl or something like that, for me that'd be awesome because I could play it in my room. I mean, I'm not trying to sound like, self-centered, but like to have like your music on like played physically and watch it being
No,
played,
it's a
just
crazy
the needle hit the
feeling,
groove and hear it through the speakers. To me, that'd be like a dream country. I'd love
100%.
that.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people, especially our age, they're making music. They'd love that, but it does. It's difficult. It's very difficult to
It
get
is.
anything out there or discovered, especially with like the mass influx of everything that gets made now.
Especially since maybe 2013, I think, with like artists making, like, to be honest, a similar kind of music that I'm making in particular, and it's like targeting a specific subgroup of people, like maybe young people who don't necessarily feel like they fit in, and they look for new, and this is the like reoccurring word, but alternative, vices, whether that's like listening to music in a different way,
Yeah,
dressing a different way, like talking a different way, just in general, really.
there's an audience for that though, because I think you can tell. It's like with the punk and goth movements of the 80s. I think if you've been
The
in our
mod movement,
you've been in our college,
the
you
new
can see.
romantic movement.
Yeah.
Like, again, this is like you said earlier about inspiration. Another thing I'm quite inspired by is like, I called the album "New Romantic Lies," and it sounds very cringe, to be honest.
No, it sounds good.
But yeah, I was very like inspired by, in the summer I was going cycling quite a lot because I loved, like, the weather was gorgeous, and the weather was gorgeous, and like, we've been given 6 weeks to kind of just fend for ourselves a little bit, and I didn't really want to fall into the subconscious, okay, it's lockdown again kind of thought process. So
Yeah.
I was going cycling every day, not because I wanted to exercise, clearly, but
You look
because
great.
I just like, I really enjoyed it. It was really like scenic, and it was beautiful, and it was really cool. It was an opportunity for me to go and escape and listen to my music as well. And I was listening to a lot of new wave music, like a lot of New Order, a lot of other bands like that, and Soft Cell was like a repeated one, and Say Hello, Wave Goodbye.
Mm.
Like, that came on
Good
when I
names.
was in Mudford one day. Like, we went river jumping. I was with my friend Alex, who was on this record. He's an amazing drummer, amazing musician. You should check his music out as well. Little plug for you.
Check him out.
But no, I got E. coli that day on my birthday. It wasn't cool, but anyway, I'm kind of going on a tangent, but
Just digging up some personal memories.
yeah,
there, aren't we?
that
PTSD.
that song came on, and at first I was like, what is this? This sounds very out there a little bit, very typical synth wave kind of band. But as I learned a little bit more, like, the song's so passionate, so powerful, like the lyrics especially, I think it's very, the idea of romanticism or new romanticism is very, very potent to me, and I think that's, trying to dig something like that up nowadays. I think like a lot of things nowadays are very relatable to that. I mean, I know a lot of people that are into classic literature or philosophy, or even old music.
Yeah, it feels like
Old
things come
music,
back, don't they? People
recycling,
reminisce.
or like, just I don't even know how to say, but that's the kind of thing that I thought so. But yeah, it really stuck out to me, and it was like, saying it out loud as well. It kind of it in retrospect, it just feels very, very nostalgic, and in a way, the lyrics in that song are very bittersweet as well. So maybe those are some of the feelings I'm trying to articulate in the music and on the album as well. So yeah,
That's really cool.
that's sort of what I'm trying to communicate or get across as well.
It's got a good backstory, this, because sometimes people don't know what to say when you ask them, why'd you do it?
Well,
I felt like it,
again, like, I'm still saying the same words over and over again. I'm still kind of responding in a way that's like I'm going off on one, but I'm trying my best.
I'm here to get answers. It's fine.
Yeah, sure.
I think speaking as Tristan's
Oh, there we go.
manager,
Oh,
Ah, yes, the manager,
as,
Mr.
as
Layers.
head of business.
He's not my manager. He's not my manager.
Yeah, keep saying that, mate. Keep
I'm
saying
sorry,
that.
guys.
Contract says otherwise.
Yeah, I think the album kind of conveys like is a great insight at his mind, not only just through his like the lyrics, through the music itself. I think sounds really pure and unique in a good way, of course. And I think anyone who listens to it will be able to get a sense of the person who Tristan is, and will probably be able to relate to him. And I think that's one of the main, not selling point, but one of the main features of this album is that it's a very honest look at what it is to be 17.
Yeah, I think that's actually a very good explanation. Thank you. Mate.
And I think that a lot of people will appreciate it. Well, I hope they do anyway.
Yeah, I'll be checking it out.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Highly recommend the album
Thank you.
when it comes out.
Do you want a kiss? Or...
Nah, no, mate, we'll save that up for
He's your manager. He has
Yeah.
to say that.
Well, he's coming around mine on Friday to
Yeah,
drink
that-
wine with my dad.
Do you do this? Oh, I thought it was special.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you just do this with everyone's father.
yeah, look, mate.
No, yeah.
You just drink
Yeah.
alcohol with everyone's.
What can I say? I just
No whiskey.
it's
for
something
you.
about the dads.
You know what?
mate.
You need to come over tomorrow. You're not getting any whiskey. I'm telling you now.
Yeah.
I thought we
your
had
dad's
something.
saying otherwise, mate.
You won't get.
Stop seducing people's dads.
I'm not
just to try and get to
seducing.
their sons, mate.
That's not seducing.
It's friendly.
Yeah,
drink.
just making
Alright,
contacts. That's all I'm
okay.
doing, making
For
friends.
sure.
Just having a
Networking.
tiffle.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know it's gone well when we set the cameraman off.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, he's deleting the footage.
So, Fred, having been somewhat involved in this, what would you say you brought to this album, apart from your managerial influence?
Well, I secretly ghostwrote everything on the album. I produced everything. I mixed
Yep.
everything. And actually performed everything as well.
And he's my manager.
Yeah,
Don't
I'm his
forget that.
manager. So
Mhm.
Pretty much everything.
yeah, so yeah, what didn't I bring?
So, thanks, for that. Fred.
I'm very, yeah.
No, but seriously though, I suppose
I'm a
emotional support. That's probably
a
what
good
I
thing.
brought to the album, and also a little bit of writing for his website.
That's true.
That's
Me-
cool.
I think Fred has a real keen future in music journalism or
Oh, thank you.
writing in general.
I've
when it
always
comes
thought
to-
he's got.
Yeah, so
potential.
that's why I asked you about the
Yeah.
about the website, which you can't. By the time this might be out, you can check out. I'm pretty sure, but
Probably.
Yeah, we have
I'll
one.
have to. Now that I've said that, I have to do it. So
Yeah.
There we go.
See,
There we
this is
go.
what you're talking about at the beginning, setting yourself deadlines.
there we go. Yeah,
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
and I'm like the best procrastinator that I know. So
Oh, man.
it's like
That was my New Year's resolution, to try and get better at, try and be
just
more
being on
organised.
it. Or
I've
just
got
giving
this new
yourself
rule
something
where
to
like
do.
if something takes less than 5 minutes to do it now,
Yeah,
then I won't think about it.
yeah, exactly. So when you're not thinking about it as well, it's
Yeah.
probably in a way, probably subconsciously as well, because you're engaging. It's probably keep saying that word. It's making you feel happier as well. I
Yeah,
suppose.
yeah,
Actually-
totally. Yeah.
You're actually focused on something productive as
100%.
well. So
Oh yeah, it's the little things.
I've definitely felt like that as well while making this. So yeah, that's a redeeming quality.
That's good. That's good because I mean, music services the creator as well as the audience. They
That's true, yeah.
can gain a lot from it. They can learn a lot from
Yeah, a
it.
bit of soul searching.
Bit
kind
of soul
thing.
searching, exactly. Yeah.
I haven't been doing that, by the way. That wasn't. I'm not trying to get deep.
Yeah, he does.
So
He's got loads of crystals.
yeah,
Just a
alright.
ring of them on. the
Yeah,
floor. All right. Yeah. But yeah. So I guess how soon would you maybe consider? I mean, do you think you want to break off any singles from the album, or maybe
Yes.
focus on what singles would we be looking at?
So there's a song that I've more or less finished called Reflections that I think that's going to go at the end of the album. That might be the last song, I think.
It's a bit of an
And
epic.
Yeah.
I need to hear this.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I could bring like snippets and things like that I could have showed, but I'm sorry. Maybe for another
That's
time
fine.
or something like that. if we ever
Keeping
get the
us
opportunity to do
interested.
that. Yeah, but I mean, it will come out. You guys can listen to it, or you'll be able to listen to it on like all the major streaming platforms and things like that. It'll be available for download too. But yeah, that'll be the last song I'm planning for the album. And then I've got the title track as well, New Romantic Lies. That's all done, more or less.
Lovely,
So
cool.
that'll
Very
be a single
good as well.
so yeah, I'm thinking maybe a couple of the others might be able to, maybe one extra one.
Cool. Yeah.
Working on music videos and things like that as well to go with them. I think for the singles, I'm planning to have them out early March, maybe late February. I can't put an exact time frame on it yet, but I think the overall album release will be out around mid March to late March.
Okay.
So
all right.
that's the kind of that that's the window. Okay, so and I will definitely be posting updates and things like that on my Instagram account.
100%. Yeah. Definitely. I'd start stirring the pot and building the hype
For
around
sure.
it. I mean, I'm excited. I'm looking
Thank
forward to it.
you.
I don't know
I
much
appreciate
about
that.
like your jam, so it'll be good.
Yeah.
To,
Well, at some point, maybe this week, if you want to come to music, I'll give you a sneak peek.
I need to visit you guys
Yeah.
more, to be honest. I don't see you
It's
enough anyway.
It's on my computer
Yeah.
right now, so
Yeah.
if ever you have time, but yeah, you can be one of the few people that I'll let listen
Beautiful.
to it. I mean,
Inside information.
outside of the music block, really, but yeah, I'm trying not to. I'm really bad at it. I'm trying not to send people stuff because
I know, because then it
it's
spreads like
hard.
wildfire.
It's just like I made this,
But you're
thing
excited,
and
aren't you? You want to.
I want,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I get that completely.
Especially like it's kind of like like how people do appreciation posts on Instagram as well.
Yes.
It's kind of like that, I suppose.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's cool. That's cool.
yeah.
So, when do you think this will all be finished pre-production wise? And if you can tell us, have you had any other ideas about stuff you'd want to work on in the future?
Yeah, 100%. So pre-production.
I'm using media words now.
Yeah,
I've been paying
sure.
attention.
Yeah.
Again, I'm thinking late February,
Cool.
if not early March at a stretch. But mixing, mastering, that kind of thing. Just get all the tracks done because there's a couple more that I need to work on. I have all the ideas in my head. It's just getting them out there, getting them on the kit, and actually, having them ready for an album,
That's
a
cool,
series
yeah.
out, like an album that people can listen to passively or like I don't know, indirectly and connect with or whatever you want to listen to.
And did you
whatever way.
did you look outside for help with mixing and mastering, or was that something you handled?
100%. Like I've had a go on a few of the songs, so I try and like I like doing things on my own as well. Like I like making
Me too,
music.
yeah.
Mixing, playing the instruments, recording, just mixing and that.
But it's tricky with the levels, isn't it? And
Yeah,
getting them right.
for sure. It depends on how you're recording it as well, really. So quite a lot of the time we'd be doing a lot of live recording and things like that, which is when you have multiple musicians playing their parts at once.
And you see that less now, don't you?
Yeah,
Usually, if
yeah,
you plug
do,
it
to be
in, you
fair.
put it in the different section.
I mean, depending on the way that you're recording as well, like what you're using to record. So if you're doing it on a computer, then there's not really much point in it unless you're a bad musician like myself. So
I was going to say, I felt personally attacked there.
no, I'm sorry. No, I'm only joking. But I mean, you'll definitely see a lot more of that. Like if I'm going to be exploring, analog and music equipment and things like that.
100%.
But yeah. So when recording acoustic guitar and things like that, and I want it to be really tight, I'll have Alex playing drums in the other room, and then I'll be in like the control room, just recording through the like a couple of condenser microphones or something like that, and just plug it into the desk, and that's how you start a song, I guess.
Yeah.
Or I could just be at home, got like little audio interface or whatever, or my mixing desk, and then I'll try and it's just chipping away at it. Do bass, then you do drums. It's layering it. It's like building the foundations of a house or something like that.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
but with a bit of color, a bit of emotion as well.
And something that makes it unique to you.
Yeah, for sure.
Why not have a door on the ceiling?
Well, yeah, exactly.
That's what I do.
And it's subjective as well. It's down to interpretation, so people can take away what they want
Yeah.
from it.
Interesting metaphor there.
No, well, experimental music.
Yeah.
Yeah. But seriously, it does sound like you have pulled the boat out. It sounds like you've really put your heart and soul in this, which is amazing. And
Trying.
that's it sounds great. It sounds absolutely brilliant. It's
Thank
been
you.
lovely hearing about your album. I'm really excited to listen to it.
Thank you.
I'd encourage anyone watching or listening, check it out. Go for it.
If
It's
you
going to be
can,
great.
If you would like,
New Romantic Lies New Romantic Lies. Listen to it.
That's
Check
the
it out.
name.
And also,
Right
just
out.
wanted to add, as Tristan was just saying, just quickly,
Of course, Fred.
about
Just make it all about you.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about Tristan,
kidding.
mate.
You barely said anything.
As he was just saying about how it's all recorded with microphones and stuff, or most of it was. I think that you can really hear that in the mix because Jack Busby, how again, he's done a lovely job. The acoustic guitar just sounds so beautiful. So I think
because we see less and
as
less.
does Tristan's voice.
We see less and less of that natural recording style, you
Yeah.
know, and it's lovely to hear that that's coming back. I'm really excited.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks so much for
Thank you
talking to
so
me
much
about
for
it.
having us.
Of course.
Yeah.
We
Cheers, mate.
we're enthusiastic about it. We never got to do anything that important before
Right.
this, so this is great.
For sure.
Yeah.
But thanks so much, guys. Thank you very
Yeah.
much. Thank you for listening as
Yeah.
well, and see you soon.
Yeah, see you soon, guys.
Thank you.
Follow me on
Bye-bye.
Instagram at Fred Blair with 2 R's.
Oh, go on.
No,
Follow the Inconsistent podcast.
that.
That's Romano and the rest of them
Do that.
podcasts.
me and my guys. Yeah, right.
At Tristan Jack 96. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Buy it.
Well
download it,
stained
stream it.
glass. That's my dad's business.
Buy our stuff. Listen to our stuff. Yeah. Cool. Anyway.